Made you eat alligator?
Mad love. He's just gave us
I haven't had alligator, but I want to try it.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
It's super delicious.
I know it
What?
is.
You ever had
Super
alligator?
delicious?
No.
It's like, it was while I was eating it, so I was like, this is wrong. But it was just,
No, it's good. I
So
heard. And I would try it any day. Like,
This is Microphone Check, hip hop from NPR Music. I'm Frannie Kelley.
I'm Ali Shaheed Muhammed.
and I'm Amber London.
What up, Amber?
Just chilling, man. Enjoying myself in Austin.
What
And fun.
What kind of fun stuff you doing here?
Well, I had shows, so those were always awesome. I did my first show on Tuesday, and I did another show yesterday, which was real crazy. Him on everything. He does shows out in LA, so he did his first South by Southwest show here, and it was crazy. It was awesome. So, and eating,
Eating?
yeah, definitely eating.
Good food out here?
Yeah, barbecue.
Oh, nice. I haven't had any barbecue since we've been here.
Yeah, you gotta get some.
Right.
Definitely before you leave Texas in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this your first South by?
Nah, I came to one in 2013. I performed.
Okay.
I think this is like my major, like more official
Right.
one. Than the ones were kind of like underground, kind of, you know. But and I came in 2012, but I didn't perform. I came with Space Ghost Perp for his show and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
He's not here, right?
No, he's not here. Not this year. He's not here. No.
Right.
Yeah, it's just. I think Simi came and some Denzel Curry's here, some other Florida natives, but he's not here. So
Right.
yeah.
What is your relationship to all of them right now?
Basically, it's like a big family, you know what I'm saying? We all kind of emerged together. We all had this connection, you know, that connected us, like, as far as our inspirations and just, it's actually kind of weird. It's like some kind of weird connection. And so we bonded off of that. And so my relationship with everybody, it's the same. It's like my brothers. We perform together. We make music still. Everything's good. So it's a connection that I feel like impacted a lot of people. So yeah.
And by the inspiration, you mean like?
Like just, well, I've had so many different inspirations, but like I would say more of that one was like just wanting to hear something in hip hop that was lacking, that we missed. You know, we're 90s babies, so it was something, we were missing something, and so we chose upon ourselves to kind of try to, our best to recreate it in the most respectful, you know, genuine way. And that was the connection initially, the darkness, the let's come together, let's, you know what I'm saying, let's bring people something that is nostalgic, you know, so. And that was the goal, so I think we did good.
I think so.
Yeah, I tried my best, you know.
What is it about that era that, like, I mean, because it's hard for you to talk about, right? Because you are of that era.
Yeah.
But, I mean, what is it, having not grown up with that music, right? Sort of it happened, and then you were born, and then...
Yeah, so, I mean, I was born in 92, so I was a baby through most of the night.
I didn't feel really old.
Oh, good.
I was a baby through most of it, but, you know, I definitely remember, you know, certain albums that, you know, my mother may have had and things like that, memorable because she would play them over and over again. But I think that's the golden era. I think the authenticity of the music, people weren't making songs for the radio. They just happened to make a song and then it end up on the radio. Like, oh my God. So I think it was just more raw. And I got into the 90s because my voice is like deeper. So I noticed that when I rapped on old school like beats and stuff, I was like, wow, that sounds really cool, you know? And so I had to study it too. It's not just off of like me growing up. I had to really get obsessed with the 90s, like look into every artist, study their demeanor, everything, their rhythm. And not to copy, but it's just only because of if I'm gonna do it, then you wanna do it in the most, you know, in the best way you can, you know what I mean? So that was the connection. It's the best era to me in hip hop, honestly.
What's your most favorite songs?
Oh my gosh, that's so hard.
I know.
Yeah.
People ask me that. I'm like, why are you asking me that?
I mean, like favorite songs of the 90s?
Yeah, of that era.
Oh God, I love a lot of UGK. You know what I'm saying? A lot of SUC, like underground, DJ Screw, you know, things like that. Hawk, Big Pokey, like, I don't know if y'all heard DJ Screw, The Final Chapter, but Lil Kiki has a freestyle, and it goes to MC Light's, I rapped over it, MC Light, it's one of MC Light's old songs or whatever. He rapped over it, and I would say that's probably one of my favorite songs because that's probably a song that got me like wanting to rap, hearing him freestyle for that long over that beat. And it's called DJ Screw Final Chapter, so if people want to hear it, they should. But it's good music, and that was in the '90s, so definitely.
Because we were talking to Hank Shockley yesterday, and we were talking about people rapping over other people's beats, and he was like, "Well, why would you do that?" But it can be so interesting when you combine eras, but also styles and just like points of view.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think it's all about what you're trying to do with it when you choose to rap over somebody's beat. Either maybe if you're rapping over somebody's current beat, maybe you're trying to make your own remix or do better or whatever. But it's a difference when you choose a song or a beat from that's not really relevant anymore. You choose to, I guess, get on it and revamp it a little, for current time. So that's pretty much what I do. If I choose the beat, I like to choose beats that maybe no one's even heard of or whatever. So that's pretty much how I choose them.
Mm-hmm. When you're making an album, do you go in thinking like you have like a full kind of like concept, or is it that you just kind of like making the album and you piecing it together and then you compile it together after?
I think it's more like a compilation sometimes. Yeah. I mean, my first mixtape I ever did, it was more themed. I called it Flight to London, and then, the inspiration was more flighty, maybe Currency was more of an inspiration then, but I definitely let it just compile and happen naturally. I just try to create as much as I can, and then if it sounds good or if it sounds like it goes, then I, formulate it, good enough for people to listen to. So.
And add interludes and everything.
Huh?
Interludes and everything.
Oh yeah, definitely. I love the interludes. I love to just anything to make it just flow and sound good. Like Hard to Find. When the guy that chopped and screwed it, he added like a lot of like Aaliyah interludes and stuff like that. And I like that because Aaliyah's definitely like a big inspiration, big influence on like my music and everything. I see that I got the Strictly for My Sippers on the thing, and I was like, wow, that's great, because that meant a lot. That song meant a lot to me to freestyle everything, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, definitely.
My favorite song of yours is still Serving Fiends, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
it sounds so good in the car.
No, it does. I appreciate that. Like, I really made that song at 5 in the morning and it was some engineer. He used to work for Timbaland. He did an excellent job. When I heard it, I was like, wow, this sounds way better than what I thought. But I didn't let him sleep. I just stayed up and I just put it out so casually. And it's so funny because that's like a lot of people's favorite song. I didn't even think that. I was like, oh, it's just a freestyle, da-da-da, like whatever. But a lot of people love it. So, and I love it. I still perform it. I'll probably always perform that song. So it's one of my faves.
So people don't want to put their freestyles out because they're worried they're not up to par or whatever. You don't feel that way?
No, because when I first started, I started off freestyling. And what I mean by freestyling is it's not necessarily like I'm going in there and, just going. And what I do is I'll get on my computer. You know how every computer has a mic? Mm-hmm. And I'll freestyle like that. And so a lot of I'll listen to it. If it's a part where I messed up, I'll just edit it. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to still call it freestyle because it's pretty much, I didn't write it. I just kind of, made it sound good enough so when I record it. But I have a lot of songs that I was just in front of my computer listening to beats and just freestyling. That's how I started rapping anyway, so I'm trying to get better at it, Yeah, definitely.
That sounds like a private process.
Yeah, it is. It is. For me to make music, I like to be in my zone and just being able to listen to the beat loud or hear it loud. I like to blast my music when I have to have it loud, and I just be in the zone. And I like to freestyle and get ideas that way. So definitely.
What would you want to do, like, if you could work with anybody, who would you work with?
That's a lot. I actually just always like Timbaland and Missy, only because I love Missy Elliott. And she wasn't only a rapper, but she was a producer, and I feel like that's something maybe I could try to do too, you know what I'm saying? Just to be more versatile. I always thought about making beats and stuff, so those are like two people I actually like really admire and respect as far as the whole artistry of it, because she did a lot, like not just rap, she did it all pretty much. So that's what I would like to do, you know, have more to me than just rap, you know. So,
yeah. Have you started that? Like, have you ever pulled songs to find pieces, or?
Well, I've had songs like I haven't really started beat making, but I definitely talk to producers and tell them like, okay, I want this, sample this, you know, put this, or listen to this song and see if you can make this beat into, or listen to some Jodeci and add that part or that string, you know. Mm-hmm. I talk to them sometimes, like, but I feel like if I could get behind it myself, it would be something I could do, because I love music in general, you know, so all kinds of music, so yeah.
That would be good. We need more female producers.
I think that'd be tight. To be like to be a producer and a rapper at the same time is already a hard craft. If you can even do that, then God bless you. But no, seriously, it sound good. That's really a blessing. So, but to be a female artist doing that, I think that'd be like really legendary. So, yeah.
How does your I mean, it's tough to. I understand that you're down to talk about like being a female rapper and how like that can be positive and negative and everything, but it's also a boring conversation. I don't really want to do it. But I think
care about it.
You don't care about the conversation.
No, yeah, I don't even like saying female rapper myself.
Right.
Because to me it's a non-factor with like your gender.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think maybe it'll be like something to mention if you're setting a record, like this is the first woman to do this.
Right.
But other than that, like, it's being a female rapper is like you said, it's like, okay, but because when I rap, I'm not thinking like, oh, I'm a girl, like I'm just rapping, so that's why it's, you know.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
However, like I think there are some ways that like as a woman who interviews people, mm-hmm. things happen because of that or whatever, and so maybe there are some things that happen with you that like. What does your mom think about your job?
She respects it. She helps me, you know, when I need help with it.
How?
Like when I need to get to the airport or something. Okay. Or if I, you know, need her to like take me to a show, or if, you know, if that's like I have no one to help me, she'll always, you know, come through because she knows how important it is. You know, I quit my job. I said, Mom, there is no plan B. And she supports me, so. I mean, she doesn't necessarily listen to my music. I don't really want her to. But other than that, she helped. I know it's kind of awkward, but other than that,
a lot of people feel that way. Yeah. Talk to people say that all the time.
Yeah, it's like a little awkward. You know, I'm like cussing and going crazy. So, but yeah, she helped me in any other way possible. So she supports it pretty much. You know. We don't talk about it like, oh, Mom, I'm kind of private when it comes to it. I just, you know, but if I need a ride or something important, she'll help, you know. So, yeah.
So she hasn't been on one of your shows yet, huh?
No.
No.
No, she'll drop me off and keep it.
I'm going to school now, Mom.
Keep it moving. No,
I'm going to school. Can you drop me off 5 blocks before the school? Pick me up 5 blocks.
Like my sister just went to my first show just recently, so none of my family really. I have maybe cousins, and that's me. It's not them. It's probably me because I just I don't know if I separated my brain like family and music, but I'm like, okay, like I don't know if they're gonna make it awkward for me, so I just like let me be in my zone. in my own world. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's cool. They can come now. I wouldn't care.
Well, what is your world? It seems very, I wanted to, say what's up and make sure you wasn't packing nothing, I don't know. What? It's like
He's a little bit afraid of you.
Like she holding? What we dealing with today?
No, you don't have to be afraid.
What is your world, though?
My world, just consists. Well, actually, I'm a loner. I like to smoke and music. I just like if I have I can just wear headphones all day. I mean headphones. Earphones are not even good enough for me. Like I need headphones and I can smoke and just like be in it. And that's pretty much what I do. I'm pretty chill, I don't get into too much. I don't like being on the scene too much. I just like to get lost in music and all kinds of music, from Tupac to Blue October to, anything, some stuff that sounds good and just get inspired and things like that. So
what does music do for you?
Oh my God, it does everything for me. It keeps me sane, for one. Even if I wasn't a rapper, like, it's just music. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, I love music. Like, it keeps me sane, and I think there's like a song and something for every emotion, like everything you're going through. I know like a lot of people like to categorize, rappers like, or say, oh, comparisons. But I feel like every rapper or every artist or musician has like, something that you can maybe relate to. Maybe not while you're at work, but maybe when you leave work and you're chilling on the patio, this rapper or person might come in handy to listen to. So I think that's what makes music so powerful is like it's just so relatable and there's so much of it out there, especially now due to the internet, know.
You place emphasis on the funk.
Oh, yeah.
What's the funk to you?
Man, the funk is just that soul, you know what I mean? Like, it's the funk. It just sounds funky. Like, when you hear it, you just know it, you know what I'm saying? And, like, you can look at Dr. Dre, like, G-Funk, and they sampled people that they grew up on. Mm-hmm. You have a lot of like they grew up, I guess, in the 70s maybe. So when you listen to like their 90s route, you have their 90s albums, you hear a lot of 70s,
mm-hmm.
So it's like the funk for me would be the same thing, except I grew up in the 90s. So you'll hear a lot of, their influences in my stuff, and it just, So it's just basically keeping the funk alive, keeping that realness, the authenticity. For me, that's what funk represents. When you stay true to the funk, you're staying true to what's real. Yeah. Because I feel like that was the realest era in hip-hop. It had meaning, they were going through a lot. Racial wars, Rodney King, it was like Public Enemy. It's like you could hear it, you know what I mean? So I think that's why, that's what it is for me, the funk. So it's deep. It's like deeper than, it's like it's something behind it, So, yeah.
So even though you're a loner and like, you're pretty calm and everything, there's an aggression. Like, that's what he's referring to.
Oh.
Why he is afraid.
Yeah. That's basically how I let out my anger. Yeah. Like, I'm a Leo, so I'm like a big cat, I could get feisty, but I could cuddle, I'm sweet. But, I mean, at the same time, that when I grew up like an angry child, everybody has different childhoods, whatever, like, you go through your shit. But, so that was my way of, like, expressing it, I got to cuss, I got to just say mean things. It was awesome. It's still awesome. That's just the way I like express my aggressive side. So
you mean like listening and then like singing along, basically?
Well, yeah, like, or just like in just when I'm mad, or just able to make that. You know what I'm saying? Like when he say he's scared, like a lot of people are like, but I mean, that's how I express that side of me. You know what I mean? Like. I'm not walking around here expressing that side of me because it's in my music, you know what I mean? So I try to express all the anger or anything, and that's what I make it for people who want to hear somebody hard and just, because you don't really get that, that like hard-hitting music, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I do it for, and also that's where it comes from, just the inner, like, that's what a raider is, like a black heart, anger. You got you're angry about something, And as being young, you should be angry about something. There should be something in the world you want to change that's making you angry. So that's where it comes from. But don't be scared.
I'm really not, but
I'm nice. At least I think I'm nice.
I think you're nice too. But the quiet, nice people you gotta look out for.
That's very true.
Quiet, nice Leos, specifically.
I think that's another thing. Sorry to come back to the girl thing again, but women we don't have a lot of ways to express our anger, and I think that some of the ways that we do that is by listening to angry music.
Yeah.
And kind of like becoming the person who's singing rather than the person who's being sung about. But it is like it's a very special feeling to hear an angry female voice.
Exactly. That's exactly what I mean. It's like I only do it so, because I have a lot of girlfriends. I run with an all-girl posse, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's me and my girls, and like, we like to smoke and stuff, and we want to hear like some gangster stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes we just want to hear some real gangster stuff, and like, sometimes I feel like the men are not really doing it. I mean, they are, but they kind of getting more feminine to me. So I feel like, well, if y'all not going to do it, then I'm going to make a mean song or a hard song. So when you feel like you want to smoke and do a drive-by, you never know. You might have to do a drive-by.
Back to being scared.
You never know. Life will throw curveballs, so you might have to just do that. And then you can play my song on your way.
I think you're the first artist to take ownership of that position. It needed a back.
Any girls that's mad and they want to,
Those heroes needed a theme song on their way to take care of some business, and I was happy to give it to them.
The perfect theme music for, anger. And that's why, like you said, with girls, you need a girl to listen to that's not happy, and just actually is like, hey, like, listen to me, like, I have something to say, like, then, I'm the one to listen to, so.
Yep. What you think about that?
Well, first of all, I don't hear your music as like a female rapper.
Thank you.
I don't, I'm just like, yo, she a G, simple as that.
Thank you.
But then after that, then the female aspect comes in. I'm like, word. So what's the song you have where you talk about the dude? Oh, wait, what is it?
You're just waiting for it.
You know the song I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
What's the name of the song?
Chopper got that ass shaking like a hoe.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that song.
Yeah, that's an awesome song, man.
It is an awesome song. It's like, I have not seen a video for it, but I have many videos in my head.
I bet you do. A lot of people tell me that. I should still do a video for that. It's a great song. I was freestyling, but I'm gonna tell you the inspirations. Lil B, of course, because he's so awesome. That's a big inspiration. Shout out Lil B. Lil B is awesome. He doesn't get enough credit. He set all the trends, for a lot of people you see walking around here today. So, but him and Mia X, she used to be a part of No Limit or whatever. She had a song and she was like, shake your ass, nigga, work your dick. You the bitch tonight. I don't know. She said some crazy stuff like that. And so I thought that was awesome. I was like, oh my gosh, she told him to shake his ass. Like, that's the best thing I ever heard. So that inspired me for, Chopper got that ass shaking, and just to like kind of roll reverse and give people something fun and different, to listen to, and the beat was tight, so.
It was creative. I loved it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only song that really made me go, word, from a female perspective. I was like, I like that switch.
Yeah.
So.
It's like the Boo verse on that Run the Jewels song.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
and what's that girl? Oh man, this is old, but she responded to a Cube song, I think. Shit, what was her name? No. I think she was from Houston. It's definitely a rap a lot. This is gonna be embarrassing when I look at my phone later.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Find it. Yeah. Anyway, I like it when that happens. Also.
Yeah, like when they switch it up. I love that because, I mean, girls need, you know, to feel. And a lot of guys are like, I don't know how to feel about that song. You know, they're like, oh, I don't
Like, yeah, because it wasn't for you.
Yeah, exactly. But then again, I tell them, like, okay, it's not necessarily like, okay, I'm saying the chopper, you're scared, so you're shaking out of scared. So it's like, a guy can say it too, like, I got your ass shaking, like, oh. Pretty simple. I was really being silly, y'all, because I'm really silly. But I was being silly, but it came out to be, like, a real good song, and I'm glad I did it, you know what I'm saying, because I think it's real different. People need that, need more music like that, so.
I like it when you're silly, but I don't think it's like that clear though because you're, you know, you got it together on the outside.
Yeah, definitely. I'm real silly, goofy.
So what are you gonna do next then?
Right now I'm working on a tape. You know, I plan to go out to, you know, Miami. That's where like Rare the Clan is based at. So and do videos and work with people out there, and also just travel really. Just, you know, I want to go to New York. I definitely want to go to LA before the year's up. So actually spend time in those places so I can, you know, see what's out there.
So in Miami, you gonna link up with Trina?
I know I need to, right?
Yeah, like that would be a bad record.
I really would.
I know I love Trina. I do. Hey, you just gave me an idea. That'll be.
I'm surprised you haven't thought of it
I
before.
mean,
But,
yeah, I be thinking that. I be thinking about working with a lot of people, but
if
now
you're
that
out there,
yeah, since I'm gonna be out there,
just
that'll be.
tell her to bring her booty to the studio, make it happen.
You just started, you should just.
It was just funny.
You should start a campaign, like on Twitter, like get enough people to tell.
Yeah, her to work with me definitely because she's awesome.
She was the first celebrity I met.
Oh, for real?
Ever.
That's awesome.
Weird fact.
Only one. Well, as far as like, I guess Gangsta Boo, you know,
Yeah.
she definitely shout out Gangsta Boo.
She's in LA.
Oh yeah, she lives out there now. Yeah, she one of the first like other female rappers to like work with me and stuff like that. And like, she's definitely real. You know what I'm saying? And I get real inspired by her too, cause she was the only girl, you know, in this group of men that could really, really, really rap. So, and that's not easy at all. So.
I mean, maybe that's a part of the other thing about being a girl in hip hop is usually it's not just that you are a girl, it's that you are the only girl in the room.
Yeah, a lot of the time. All the time.
It's not always bad at all. I mean, sometimes that's like a...
Like I said, like I have
position.
at home, I like have all girlfriends, so I'm like always on the phone, like, okay, all right, I'm sorry, like they're crying, getting broken up with, you know, it's girl stuff, you know. But like when I have to go on tour and I'm just like the only girl within amongst 20 guys, it's like a good balance, you know what I'm saying? So I love actually
dispense a lot of dating advice and like help them.
Yeah, well, actually I stay out of it because they're young. They don't care about dating advice. They don't care about that. I don't think, for what I witnessed, they just probably only care about one thing. But yeah, like I don't think they need advice. But no, it's just different in the like, you know, I actually like being in a male dominated field. You know what I mean? I think it makes you better. You know, so.
How do you mean?
Just because people kind of maybe already, like, regardless if, like, because like I said, I always say music speaks for itself anyway, you know, no matter what you do. What you do, your craft is always going to outshadow whoever you are, whatever gender. But, like, it's just, you know, the assumptions, you know, when maybe somebody first looks at you as a woman, like, they're going to, like, kind of have their doubts. Like, oh, what is she about to do? Oh, are you about to sing? Like, no. I came here to rap, like, so it's just the assumption. I think that's kind of where I get, like, when I'm on stage, my stage presence is so aggressive because I like the feeling of being an underdog. I like that. It might be one person that give me that look like, what is she about to do? That's who I'm speaking to when I get on stage. I like to prove people, like, girls, no matter what I look like, you know, it's all about the music, and I'm going to show you how to really rap. I'm going to show you how it's done, so yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I have this one coworker who has told me that he doesn't understand why people call themselves queens, because it's like, why wouldn't you just call yourself the king? And And I'm like, because the queen always has more power than the king, bro.
Duh. It's true.
Anyway.
The queen is the most powerful. I mean, the woman is the most powerful. We're the creators. I mean, come on. No offense to any males. I just,
I'm not gonna get in an argument for me. I'm just not even in power. I'm just like, we're here together, but you know.
Yeah, we are. But
being the underground queen
Queen
is
of the underworld, right?
ground.
Ground.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like the reason I call myself that is because the wave that generated in 2012 is like global. Like,
Yeah.
it's huge. And for me to be like a young girl out of, A-Leaf, Houston, Southwest side, just growing up, like, for me to have, like, been a part of something and being involved with artists, to me, that are geniuses, that are the future, inevitably, like, they're going to be, like, you know what I mean? Like, and to have made music that I consider, and I'm not trying to, maybe I'm in my own world, maybe the music I make isn't that classic, but I feel like some songs like Low Key or Willing to Die, like, the things I've done, and, like, it kind of went global, and I'm affiliated with some of the most genius artists to me as far as rap that are coming up, that are young, So that's why I call myself the Underground Queen, because I was one of the first girls to bring back, in its full essence what I was trying to do, and what kind of like started a trend into something else. And so that's where it comes from. I feel like I was one of the first, if not the first, to do like the 90s thing.
Do you have people passing you their demos, begging for you to listen to?
Yeah, people ask me to listen to their music sometimes.
Do you listen?
It depends. Yeah, it depends on like if my heart tells me to. I know that sounds like, because when you get so much, like even like Xavier Wolf. I don't know. He used to go by Ethel Wolf, a part of Rated Clan. He's actually a part of Sesh Hollow Water Boys. It's Bones in LA. They sell out House of Blues and everything. But he sent me, a lot of people send me music, and like something told me to click on his. When I heard it was like the best thing I ever heard. You know what I mean? We made a song called Trilla Nation, and people love that song to this day. You know what I mean? And even with the people that's done my videos, like I do videos, and then sometimes it's like a certain person. It might not even be the way they look. It's just kind of like I'm drawn to people. So if I'm drawn to it, and I listen, I'm pretty sure it would have been worth it, or I wouldn't have been drawn. But to it, I don't know. I want to be an A&R.
That's what I'm getting to. Are you looking to put people on?
I wouldn't mind, because I feel like I have a good ear, so I wouldn't mind like, doing that one day, like helping people or discovering people, because I'm always like researching anyway. So.
And if you know your history, then all the better.
Exactly. So, yeah, like I have a good ear, so I try to listen to people, because you never know. It's like so many hidden gems. Like,
what do you think there's too much of in hip hop right now that we can do without?
Do without. I'm not gonna say it's too much of anything. I think. I know like it has its waves, like right now it's like more like the trap wave. But I wouldn't say we should do without that. I think, every it just has its waves, but it's not too much of anything, especially from what I listen to. I don't really like, I don't bump mainstream artists like that, like the radio, or like I don't really know. Like if somebody mainstream has a video, I'll probably like I don't see it. Like I don't know. Like so, it's only as regards to who I listen to, and I'll say everything's fine. But is there anybody you think, or anything in hip hop you feel?
I don't listen to the radio either, so
yeah.
My radar is different.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's all about perspective. I mean, it's just like whoever you like listen to, but mainstream, nah, it's whack most of the time, at least.
It's funny because what you like used to be mainstream.
Exactly. That's true, and that's why it's funny because I was like, okay, you had like the Kendrick, J. Cole, wave when they were first coming up. I think that's the last like of people I would consider that I was at, like Drake, you know, that type, Big Sean, you know, things like that. But when I listened to Space Ghost Perp, it like totally changed my whole perspective, like of music, like for real, like changed my life. Like it's weird. I never looked at music the same after hearing Black Land 66.6. Like it just changed my whole. So that's why I feel like it's all about perspective, because mine has changed. You know, like she said, I did like, you know what I'm saying, probably before 2010. You know, listen to, you know, the mainstream artists. But then when Perp kind of brought the darkness into the industry, and I even say, like, without Perp, you wouldn't have got no Bow Down by Beyonce.
Right, for
you know,
sure.
because the Trill Wave inspired her to make that song at the moment. It was hot. She, you know, she knew it, like, so it's that big. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it changed my whole, like, perspective, but, which is crazy. But he's a genius, so it's awesome.
You think you're going to stay, like, you know how sometimes people get successful and their sound changes? Like, do you think you'll ever leave, try to make something that isn't so, like, dark-based?
Always, yeah. Like, I just go with the flow, you know, and sometimes I hate when people only, like, want to send me dark beats or want to send me 90s beats or whatever, because, like I said, I've been making music since I was 13, so I have songs of all types of songs. Like, I'm very versatile, you know what I mean? So, like, I definitely can make any type of song. I just have to, you know, feel it in my heart. But I definitely never limit myself to a certain sound or to a certain beat or genre, none of that. You know, I like to feel free with it.
It's so important to have, like, an identity.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. I definitely, you know, just go with my heart, you know, and hopefully people can just, like, respect, you know what I mean? Like, that I'm a genuine rapper, genuine MC. So,
Well, it's been really fun to watch you over the past couple of years and to see what's going to happen next. And
no, like I think big things are gonna happen next. You know what I'm saying? I think like this is, like you said, it's a good year for me. I was at South by Southwest, and I just plan to just get bigger and bigger and grow and make more music for people to enjoy. I feel like I'm different enough. You know, I have my own sound, so I feel like, you know, it's going up, and I really appreciate, like, y'all noticing me and like, for real, because I was shocked. I was like, oh my God. But I appreciate that, because we need more recognition for people that, you know, are really talented out here, but I'm not that flashy, you know, but I'm here. So, yeah, that's pretty much.
all my friends from Texas, all my female friends from Texas, sorry, again, I did it, but they're just really happy.
Yeah.
For you.
That's what's up.
I'm big fans.
I love Texas. I love where I'm from. And I feel like Texas is so big, so I just, you know, as long as I can get my whole state behind me, I'll be.
That's all you really need.
That's all I need. Yeah, because Texas is huge, and I have, like, fans all over Texas, so I appreciate it so much. Texas is awesome. So,
Kind of is.
here it is. I mean, people are nice here. It's cool. It's like, especially when it comes to music, Austin, and it's like vibed out. It's chill. Like, even on a regular day, it's like very liberal feeling. Even though, like, Texas is more Republican, but it's like real relaxed and, you know, cool. So.
Thanks. I'm glad we could talk to you here.
Oh, no problem. No problem.
Next time it'll be in the big city, though, right? When you're there, and we're there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you talking about Houston?
No, New York or
New
LA.
York. I really want to go to New York. You got to make it happen for New York.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh, no problem. Thank y'all.
I was in the car with my mom. We was driving to school. We was listening to Master Teacher, Erykah Badu. I was singing the hook. Like, I stay woke. I was like 14. Like, I stay woke. My mom looked at me. She was like, no, you're, like, she turned it down. She was like, no, you're not. And I was like, so hot, like, whether I am or not, like, I'm just singing the song. Like, turn the shit back up. I don't care about. And then when it happened, I was like,